Hello everyone, welcome to the Street Show. Today we're playing some Final Fantasy. Last time we found the pirates and we decided we were gonna, get rested up, buy some stuff. Actually, how much stuff did I buy? I bought a lot of stuff. I have 37 gold. I probably should have checked how much experience I need to the next level. That would have been really smart. I think I do want to get at least one level just to make sure that I kill the pirates, or beat the pirates, because even though I terminate them, I can still talk to one when he's defeated. Let's see. We'll send you there. We'll send you there. And you there. And you there. So we have to beat the pirates, and when we beat the pirates, we get a particular item, and then we can use that item to progress the storyline. I don't know off the top of my head if there's someone in the town who tells us where we're supposed to go. I think it's just sort of an intuitive, oh hey, I'm supposed to go here type of a thing. Let's see. Oh, 50 experience, you guys can wait for that. That's not bad. An iguana. My guy's HP is all pretty good. 10 damage is not a lot of damage. 1 damage is not a lot of damage. Alright. How much XP does this guy give? So I'm pretty sure, like, fairly confident, that the iguana has those two big white eyes and then a slightly open mouth with some teeth sticking through. But if you look really closely, or poorly, however you want to view that, its teeth almost look like a little tiny, like it kind of looks like Vivi's face, just with white eyes. And then the rest of the head is like a mask or something. But, 38? That's like one more fight away. We're gonna win. Oh, mad ponies. They hit really hard. I feel like dude can take one on himself. Don't remember what everyone else can do. Vivi's gonna cast ice though. We're gonna see how much damage that does as well. Ah, that's bright. 33 is not bad. It's also not enough. 24 is not enough. A miss is clearly not going to do it either. Oh, well, we didn't do any damage to that one. Oh, Chuck's gonna die. Alright, let's see what we can do. Come on, dude, take all the hits. One more. Okay. Chuck can take this one, it's fine, but it'd be better if Dude did. Ah. Way to dodge, Chuck. I got 34, and we did 24 before, so that's 58? I think we need to cure Chuck again, just in case. Well, that's why we needed to cure Chuck again, just in case. Oh good. Oh hey, and by the way, it's ineffective when your party members die. That doesn't re-target either. Gosh darn it. For being ponies, they sure have a pretty sharp horn. Alright. So this town basically just says, hey, save us from the pirates. And you know what I think we're gonna do? I think we're just gonna go fight the pirates. They're not nearly as strong as my childhood remembers, so I'm always a little preemptive. just enough money to do that. Let's see, it's this button. If you push select, you can change the order of your party. And since this is how we started, this is how we should finish. Alright. I am Bicky the Pirate. And surprised I am that you scurvy dogs have the nerve to face me. Mates, get those land lubbers. Yes, he's very much pirate. I think it actually might be beneficial to cast sleep here, especially if we get it early cast. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we had almost all of those. That was pretty good. And while they're only going to be asleep for one turn, it's going to be their next turn, which means I have plenty of time to just wail on them. I don't remember how much damage Thor did. Apparently enough to kill him this time around. Alright. Everyone, pick a pirate. Pick a pirate, any pirate. No, not that pirate. So, my plan for this series, get through the storyline, enjoy myself, do some reading, and then for the subsequent games, I'm going to need to do a little bit of research. If I'm taking the time to play through them, I don't want to have to play through them all again. I mean, I do enjoy the games, but that's a lot of time commitment. And if I can avoid having to play, anywhere from 20 to 100 hours twice, I would like to. I know I also need to figure out how I'm going to play Final Fantasy II. Oh, I didn't get any reward. Okay, you got me. Take the ship. So I need to figure out how I'm going to play Final Fantasy II, because Final Fantasy 1 and 2 are not on Steam. So I'm playing this on an emulator right now, which is totally fine. My only problem is that would mean I'd probably need to play the NES version of Final Fantasy II. Also not a problem. But I also know that they've re-released both games with way better graphics. And I never played the original Final Fantasy II, so I'm not married to the idea of playing the NES version. Or it might have even been the Super Nintendo at that point, I don't remember. Let's see. I've only got 300 gold. Let me just check out the weapons and armor quick. Probably buy up some potions and antidotes. They come in handy in this game. Pretty sure I equipped the shield and the gloves. Okay, they've all got their weapons. Okay, I did. So I mostly just need to worry about weapons. Turn that right in this spot. I think they're on the other side. Yep, there it is. So, short sword, hand axe does the most damage, but it's also the least accurate. Short sword, you get less damage, but you're more likely to hit. I I usually end up going with the hand axe. I think because of the combination of it not being that much less chance to hit, and the fact that power leveling makes it easier to kill things anyway, but we'll see. Typically I'm more of a sword guy, but every once in a while those axes are just appealing. Oh, there's a ship here, I didn't see it. So this is what we get for defeating the pirates, and you can follow this around, but I'm just going to show everyone something really quick. This is a map of the game, and you can pull it up with pushing B select. Now, I'm going to bring my mouse over. Should be able to see it. I can see it on the video, so you should be good. So this is where we are. We started here, went up, we killed Garland, came back, crossed the bridge, came over to this town, we got the boat. So if you look, this is completely enclosed, and there's once you progress far enough in the story, you're able to get out of this section, which is nice because there's a whole other half of the world. And what we have to do is go down here to the elf town. How do I get out of that screen? There we go. Alright. What I like to do though, the creatures you fight in the ocean give a lot of experience for not being super tough. They could easily kill you if you're not careful, but that's why you be careful. So Chuck's doing 7 damage. Thor's doing better. And then we have Vivi, who's just like, nope, you're deleted. I think what I'm gonna do is have Thor go there, and we're just gonna cast lightning on that one. There is an enemy here that I like to fight because it's usually only comes by itself, and it gives a lot of experience. That would be a shark. 54 damage. I think that's a record for us right now. I also can't believe dude hasn't killed his thing. While the enemies in this game do typically get more than the 4-letter name limit, they still have to shorten some of them because if they were to call this what they wanted to, it would be too big. There is a creature that comes up periodically in the Final Fantasy games, and it's usually some kind of water-based fish frog thing. And that's what that is. I think it's... I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's the letters you just saw there, S-A-H-A-G, and then I believe it's A-N. So, Sahagan, something like that. These guys, while they are really annoying because they stun you, I don't think actually do any damage. Their sole purpose is to paralyze your team, and when you're paralyzed, you take more damage. Vivi just one-shot the odd eye, so we kill these guys every time. 2 of them will have a very difficult time keeping the entire team stunned or paralyzed. 1 of them will have an impossible time. I would have to lose so much RNG for that to apply. Okay. Let's do it this way. Oh good, dude is paralyzed. There's 1. There's the other. Alright, we're good. That's probably fine. I think we are going to cast another lightning spell. The one downside to relying on our spells so much for the grinding portion is that you run out of spell slots very easily. I mean, at this level, I have 4 level 1 spells I can cast, which is not a lot. I can't believe dude is still stunned. I also can't believe that they aren't hitting him more. Spoke too soon. Thing is, I did say that when you're paralyzed, you take more damage, and they're still only doing 1 damage to him because his armor is so high compared to their attack. Which is why, in this game, the Sahagins and the Odd Eyes typically will gain up as they complement each other. But even with that, fighters typically have enough armor to put up with just about anything. Okay, it'd be nice if they could all, go away now. We are going to cast this 4th one, then we're going to go to the inn, and then I think I'm going to do just a little bit of grinding, so I'll pause the video, and then we'll progress with the storyline. But I will finish this for you, just for consistency. Really, it only did 24? Oh well, Chuck and Thor are each pretty low. Here we go. We can do it. Come on. Here we go. Good job, Phoebe. Doing so much damage. Alright, we did it. Alright. 58 experience points. Not bad. Especially considering things that we have seen so far. So, I'm going to pause this real quick, and then no time will pass for you, and we will be slightly higher in level/experience. Alright, I'm hoping that this is going to work, but I accidentally hit stop recording, so I'm going to try splicing this video, because I don't want to do all the grinding over again. In all fairness, not a whole lot happened. We killed the pirates, I can say that much, but I don't want to have to re-record if I can help it. So we're going to find out. By the way, we hit level 5. We got all of our level 2 spells. I also have some information about the broken spells that I wanted to look up before buying the rest of them, and I'm really glad that I did. We did go down to Elfland, is the name of this town. I didn't see anything in the previous town suggesting this is where we needed to go, but I know this is where we need to go. And you can do a little bit of exploring, but there's not much you're going to find. What we are going to do, though, is go back to the starting town, because I need to heal up. I'm out of level 1 slots for Thor, and it's just way cheaper to just go straight up for a little bit, maybe have a fight or 2. This will give us a good chance to show off what we're capable of now, too. Dude hits like a truck now. At one point, I saw him hit for 94 damage, I think it was. So, I'm pretty sure, fairly confident that was a crit. I wasn't paying that much attention, but if it wasn't, I would be extremely surprised. Let's see. Yeah, 31. He's doing about 30 damage to these guys pretty regularly. And this all assumes, of course, that he's actually hitting his target, but he's usually hitting his target. Chuck is also putting out some damage finally. He still, for the most part, only hits once, occasionally has 2 hits. But when he does do multiple hits, he's got some comparable damage. But what we are going to do really quick is just go in here, because it's way cheaper. I really hope that the video splice works. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to probably just upload a separate video. We'll see. I did about, 15 to 20 minutes of grinding, I think it was. We're gonna say it was 20, because I don't quite remember when I started or when I stopped, but we'll just call it 20 minutes. Yes, I would like to stay for only 30 gold. We have pretty good amount of gold now. I do kind of want to go back and get better armor for Dude. What I wanted to show off, though, was we got this. And I have a comprehensive list now of what everything does. So let me just do one of those quick. Alright. So, first of all, there are 6 spells in this game and on the NES that do not work the way they're supposed to work. The first one is a spell spelled TMPR, which I believe is supposed to be Temper, which I believe later translates into Berserk, because what this spell is supposed to do is increase an ally's damage by 14, but it doesn't work. That is one of the level 2 black spells. Thankfully, that was the level 2 black spell that we did not pick up. So we got pretty lucky on that one, I think. There are a couple other black spells. In level 1 here in this town is Lock. Lock just always misses. What it's supposed to do is reduce one foe's evasion by 20 points. It just doesn't do that. And then there's a Lock 2, which instead of decreasing the enemy's evasion, increases it. And then, let me see, I think there's one more black spell. They might both be white spells. Sorry, I have a list pulled up. There's one white spell, 2 white spells. Where's this other one? High Pepper. Hold on, let me find it. There we go. Okay, so there's another black spell. This one's at level 7, though. This is spelled S-A-B-R, so I'm pretty sure it's Saber, which I'm pretty sure is one of the spells from Final Fantasy XII. I'm sure it's used in other spots as well, but that's where I recognize it from. That one is supposed to increase an ally's damage and hit rate by some unknown amount, but it just doesn't work. And then as far as the white spells go, there's one called XFER, which I translate to be Transfer. It's supposed to remove all elemental resistances from a foe, and that just, it doesn't work. That's level 8 white spell. And then there's a level 5 white spell called Heal 2. And that one is broken in a good way, where it's supposed to heal a certain amount, and then what it does is it heals double that amount in a battle. Save our prince. Ooh, I forgot, there's a little thing I can show you guys right over here. This one. Here lies Erdrick. This is a tomb. This is a tomb. It might be in a different town now that I'm thinking about it, but there is a tombstone that I'm pretty sure is for Link. Our prince was to become the king of Elfland. Yeah. One thing about this town is that there are 2 magic shops for each of the magic spells. So we just passed the black and white ones before the gravestones, and now there's 2 more up here. There are actually that many in this town. They are separate stores, they sell separate spells. The prince must wake soon or the dark elf will dominate. Well, we're just gonna have to fix that. Yep. Okay, I think what we should do is buy some items. Specifically, I'd like to buy Cures. because there's a bunch of crap from this point on that can poison you, and other than the fact that it can be very detrimental for your team to be poisoned, it's also really, really annoying to listen to. And I'm serious, like, think Dumb and Dumber. Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? Well, just get poisoned in Final Fantasy 1 and walk around a bit. Alright. We're gonna say that's enough. I bought 9 or 10, I think. I wasn't really keeping track, but based on how much gold I spent, it was about 700 something. Ish. Alright. Let's see. We are 500 points away from leveling up. I guess I should have shown what spells Vivi has as well. Vivi has lightning, fire, sleep, ice, dark, and slow. Dark does what you would expect it to if you've played any other Final Fantasy games, where it decreases the chance that enemies will hit you. However, what it also does is it makes it more likely that you are to hit the things afflicted by darkness, which is especially good for low-level parties. Oh, I don't know, maybe ones that have black belts in them that really need multiple strikes to do any damage. Slow is a little bit more likely to hit than dark is, but all it does is it cancels out any haste that the enemies may have included or may have cast on themselves, or if they don't have any haste abilities, it restricts the amount of hits that they can put out in a turn to 1. You may have noticed, especially with... Okay, he's going to fight. You may have noticed, especially on the black belt, that they'll hit multiple times. Enemies can do that too. And slow makes it so that they can't do that. Come on, Chuck. That was not enough damage. Come on, buddy. Alright, so... Actually, before I go anywhere else, I think we should go into the castle, see if there's any loot, because I don't actually remember if there is. And then we can actually learn plot elements instead of me kind of half-assedly explaining some of them. What we know is that the elf prince, who's supposed to be king, is asleep, and that if he doesn't wake up, the dark elves are going to take over. Astos put the prince to sleep. Please save him. I wonder what's in this big room right over here. Oh, he's sleeping. ZZ. Top. For 5 years, the prince has slept under Astos' spell. Only Herb can wake him. Well, we have to go find an herb. There's nothing there. I feel like I'm standing on top of the prince. So... I feel like if the prince has been asleep for 5 years and this Astos guy hasn't done anything, Cave of Dwarf is at the west end of the Aldi Sea. I feel like if it's been 5 years and nothing's happened, they're probably fine. Let's be honest. Without warning, Astos attacked our city. And our treasury was ransacked. How dare he? So I'm pretty sure that this, what I'm assuming is the treasury, I'm pretty sure it requires the key. Yes. The mystic key. Mystical key. Alright, so we gotta go find the big bad prince. Or not big bad prince, we gotta go find Astos. Now I can tell you, when they say that he's north and to the west, we're right here, we gotta go around here, and he's up, maybe over here. He could be over here, but I can tell you that there's this creepy castle with a bunch of bats, and a the guy was like, hey, I need you to go get this thing from down here. So I'm going to tell you that we're going to go here first. Move this out of the way. Alright. Can I go up? I cannot go up. So, first thing I want to do is kill these wolves. Second thing I want to do is go back to the previous town, and I want to buy the armor for Dude. He's gonna do pretty well even without it, but the more I can rely on him to take a hit, the more likely it is I think we're gonna succeed. Chuck killed his wolf and Dude didn't. What's going on with this? There we go. Alright, so back to the last town. It's really not that far, especially with how quickly the boat travels. Actually, I think what I'll do is probably just go back to the city outside of this, buy it quick, and come back so that you guys don't have to watch. And I think when we're done with this fight, I'll probably just call that a night. Gotta get the kid put to sleep and all that. So let's finish these guys off a little quicker, huh? It's got dark. It looks so pretty. Alright, now let's hit some guys. 12 damage. 76 damage. Alright, come on, Chuck. Do me proud. 23. It's not enough. Nine damage was enough to finish that guy out. That's good. And you're not dead. You are. Come on, dude. 28 damage will do it. Alright. So, I guess at this point, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, I will definitely be seeing you in the next one.